Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Weekly Yap with Joel and Callie, where we talk about business, recruiting, marketing, the concrete industry.
And whatever else we want to yap about.
That's right. Callie, how in the world are you?
Pretty good, Joel. How are you doing?
I missed you. I was out of town basically since our last episode until today. This is my first day back in the office.
I haven't seen you in like a week.
I know. It basically was almost a whole week.
Mm-hmm.
You've been doing
a good
okay?
time?
Yeah, I had a great time. We went to the mountains, went to Pigeon Forge, went to Dollywood, rode several mountain coasters.
But did you eat the cinnamon bread?
Yes, the cinnamon bread, the world famous cinnamon bread from Dollywood. Yes, highly recommend. Yeah, if you haven't gone, you should go. If you haven't tried it, you should. We rode the train. We had a beautiful cabin up on the mountain, kind of right outside of that area. So, I mean, you could hear the train whistle going, echoing through the mountains, through the valley.
The view?
It was beautiful. It was really beautiful. I posted a picture of it on my LinkedIn this morning. So if you're watching and you want to see, you can check it out there. But yeah, great. Fantastic. Did you hold the fort down while I was gone?
I mean, I did the best I could, bro.
I mean, just for the record, for all of our viewers at home, she's doing way more of the holding down than I probably am. So she was just fine.
Been holding on by my little manicured fingernails, just like.
But how many job board discussions did we have?
At least 4 a day, every day while you were gone. So
good. All right.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have had it any other way.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's go on and jump into it. Our Yap of the Week. Callie, I have something to tell you about from my trip.
Okay.
That's going to bring us to our Yap of the Week. It made me angry. Honestly,
oh, no.
I was furious while standing in a gas station on the side of the interstate.
The worst place to be furious.
Oh, yes. And it wasn't even because the bathroom wasn't clean. Nope, it wasn't that at all. I have a particular type of cookie that I like.
Okay.
And you may remember this they're called Keebler Soft Batch cookies.
Mm-hmm.
You ever seen those? It's okay if you haven't, but I figured you probably have.
I know about cookies.
Yes. We're cookie pros here on the Weekly Yap. So that is not a type of cookie that I personally buy at home. I don't buy them in the big packs.
You save it for
it's like it's a trip treat, and it has been for nearly almost all of my almost 40 years of life. This is like a thing. And they come in a little pack with 4. And I like soft cookies, so not crunchy cookies. We don't do crunchy cookies here.
I want my cookies to be like boneless, you know?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And so I go in, and they're not at every gas station, okay? So I know going in, it's like a little bit of a scavenger hunt kind of vibe, okay? And so I go in to the first gas station, and I don't see them. And so I'm like, oh, okay. All right, cool. Well, they must just not sell them. So once that happens in my brain, it becomes almost like an unfulfilled side quest.
Gotta have it.
Yeah. So then everywhere I go subsequently after that, then I'm looking for this actively until I find it. Okay. So after, I don't know, the 3rd or the 4th gas station, there were none to be found. All right. So I'm like, what's going on here? What are we doing?
What's
going on?
That's a lot of gas station stops.
I mean, it wasn't all in like an hour. I mean, this is over the course of the trip. Okay.
All right.
And so, but what I kept noticing is in its place, there was another Keebler type cookie in a similar package. Yeah, an imposter. And it's a soft baked chips deluxe, I believe is the term. Okay. Well, I can just tell from the picture on the package that this is not the same cookie. It is not. So I call cheat immediately. All right. And after the 3rd different place where this cookie sat in the spot once held by my beloved cookie, I decided to do a little Googling. All right. And what I have found out absolutely has broken my spirit.
Oh, no. Okay?
And it's that my favorite trip treat, the Keebler Soft Batch cookies, have been discontinued.
R.I.P.
And replaced by this pathetic excuse of a substitute. And I'm not the only person who has these strong of a feelings about this particular cookie. Callie, I've been eating these cookies since I was a child. All right?
Joel, I also have a story to tell you.
Okay.
And it also caused me rage and despair.
All right.
So I mentioned last week that we went to the World of Coca-Cola in Atlanta.
Yes.
And I am a big fan of the Coca-Cola Corporation in general. Just like
we know.
We love their products. Big fan of Coke. And when I was in middle school and high school, my favorite drink was Surge. Do you remember Surge?
Oh, yes. Love Surge.
The green, classic. Like energy drink before there were energy drinks, because it was just a soda with like.
Oh, yeah. Our parents were scared to let us have it.
Yeah. And so you're at the sleepover or whatever, and somebody cracks out the Surge, you know that nobody's sleeping for
absolutely
weeks after that. And I was like, so there are some things in my life that I have been known for, right? Like that's the she's the fill in the blank girl. Well, Surge is just one of those lasting legacies that people know me for loving. And they discontinued it in the early 2000s. I was still in high school. I went to all the gas stations, much like you might be on a quest now. I don't know if they've pulled all your soft batch cookies from the shelves, but you might be having to like go source and see if there's.
I may not work the rest of the day. I may go out and head out and try to
take
secure
Sorry,
the finals.
TJ, we've got to go on a quest. Yeah. Well, that's what I did back in like 2001 or whatever it was. I went to because I was a child. I didn't have access to there was no internet in the way, and I had to just go to whichever gas station that was around. And I bought up as many as I could. I bought them all from the vending machine at school, and I hoarded them until they only last for so long. And so, but there was always, in the world of Coca-Cola, on the top floor, there's like a tasting gallery where there are Coca-Cola sodas from all over the world, all these different flavors. You can try all this stuff. And a lot of times it's not available stuff anymore. It's all just, it's this fun tasting room. They used to have Surge there. Yep. I haven't been to the World of Coke in a few years. My kids have never tasted it. They've heard me talk about it. I'm not wearing them today, but I have earrings that are little Surge cans. Yes, like it's a thing. And so I was pumped. I was like, we're gonna go drink. I'm gonna drink as much as I want. Chug a lug. And I get up there, and there's no Surge. So not only was my heart broken 25 years ago when they discontinued it the first time, and they brought it back like
they
10,
did.
11
around
years ago.
2010-ish?
Yeah,
yep.
20,
I remember
I think
seeing
it was like
it in the store the first time. Yeah,
because I was pregnant.
That's right.
My youngest kid, and then I was like, I can't drink this. I'm a pregnant woman. And so then, my heart's been broken 3 times by Surge now.
That sounds like a toxic
relationship. They just keep taking it away from me.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, this is the McRib. It's like, it's like, it goes and comes when it feels like it and expects you to be happy every time he shows back up.
And we are.
We
it
are.
Works.
So I have one other one. I mean, we could do this all day because I have 10. I probably have 20 of them that I could tell you. I'll tell you 2 more quick ones.
Okay.
Is it called Wild Grape? Grape Pop-Tarts. Okay.
I love grape.
I love grape flavored things. Grape Pop-Tarts. It was a thing when I was a kid. It disappeared around 2010-ish. It came back. And then it disappeared again. And then they actually showed back up within the past 5 years for like 2 or 3 months. So I don't know if there's enough of an outcry that they make them and then they don't sell enough. I don't know. But that one,
I can tell you with certainty that I've never had a wild grape Pop-Tart.
Oh, let me tell. Okay, out of the regular Pop-Tart flavors, my favorite is the brown sugar cinnamon.
Mm-hmm.
But grape Pop-Tarts to me are just something special, and I'm sure that's very polarizing to people. People probably either love it or they hate it.
But the other one, think it tastes like Diamond Tap. Anyway.
Yeah, exactly. The other one that gets me is: do you want to know where the best chicken parmesan I have ever had in my entire life was?
Of course.
Okay. Well, you can't get it anymore. Hence what we're talking about.
Do I want to know?
All right. Discontinued items that we loved. All right. The best chicken parmesan I've ever had in my life came from Applebee's.
Really?
Applebee's.
Interesting.
It's not even an Italian place for those of you who don't know about our beloved Applebee's. But For real, they had it, and it was better than any Italian place, better than Olive Garden, all that. It was a destination meal. Like, I want chicken Parmesan. We're going to Applebee's.
Take me to Applebee's.
Take me to Applebee's right now.
That's a sentence I never thought I'd hear, but
I know. And then, of course, just like all things that I love, I've always said that I believe in my heart that when companies find out that I personally, Joel Galloway, likes something, they have a meeting and they're like, hey, let's go on and pay. Yeah, that's right. Get rid of it. Get it out of here. All right. All right. So Surge for you. You got any other ones? Like, are there any other things
the way that Surge lives, I can't probably, but the way that Surge lives in my heart,
it's
at all times, it eclipses everything else. I can't really think about anything else.
Well, if you're watching, what we want you to do is we want you to tell us in the comments your favorite things that you loved that are now discontinued
from us.
The why to all of this, all I can find online is typical corporate-y garbage of
bottom line
stuff. That's it. That's basically it. It's all about money. Isn't everything, right?
Yep.
Everything always comes back to money. Even the comment, hold on, I've got it right here. I'll read you exactly what it says. It said, I might have closed it. It might be gone. Here you go. Even when an item sells well, hidden cost or rules can make it a bad business choice. What? Even if it sells well, it's still bad for business? Make that make sense. Like, I mean, I'm not a businessman by trade, but it feels like to me, if it sells well, why wouldn't it be a good business decision? Anyway, but they'll be happy to give us more of what we don't want. Just like those Chips Deluxe soft baked cookies that are fraudulent.
Flavors.
They're fraudulent. So, okay.
Imposters.
All right. The soapbox could continue for the rest of the show, but we'll move on. Callie, have you got a concrete cool thing for this week?
I was thinking about it and I was like, why don't we just start with some of the most famous, like long lasting, been around as long as not really human history, but just about. Do you ever think about like the Roman Empire? Because if you do, you should be thinking about the Pantheon in Rome.
Oh my gosh.
Did you know it's made out of concrete?
I knew when you said, do you ever think about, I could have finished that sentence for you. I knew it, y'all. Like, okay. Actually, as the older I'm getting, the more often I do think about the Roman Empire. Tell me a little bit about this Pantheon.
Okay. So the Pantheon is in Rome.
Okay.
It was completed around 125 AD. And it's home to the world's largest unreinforced concrete dome. So that many, like 2,000 years ago, they were using concrete to build these structures that, are famous. Everyone can picture, put up a picture.
How did they do it without AI-supported batching and dispatching software?
I don't know.
Like, how?
Incredible.
This is unbelievable.
Yep.
Like, okay, well, that is fascinating. So, I mean, and it's still standing today.
Yep. And so in my research about it, I learned that they also, as they were building it higher and higher, they used lighter aggregates toward the top. To reduce the weight. So it wouldn't be quite as,
And they were doing all this stuff. They didn't even have a slide rule. They were just doing it off of a sundial.
I mean, like, eyeball it.
I mean, unbelievable. That is fantastic. Wow. Cool. Great job. Another concrete cool thing. We're learning stuff here on the Weekly Yap every single week. Awesome. All right. Time for Ask Concrete Careers, Callie.
All right.
Here's our question for today.
All right.
How do you explain gaps in your resume during an interview? I've been there. I've had a gap or two in my resume in my young days.
Yeah.
I needed the answer to this question. What do you think? What are some good tips for people, job seekers that are maybe do have some some downtime on the resume, and they're worried about having to explain that, and make it a positive thing, not a negative thing.
Right. I think in most cases, for the most part, I would say that to just be honest is a good rule of thumb. That a lot of times it's not the kind of deal breaker that we worry that it will be. And,
right.
Life happens to everybody. And especially if you are interviewing with a good company with good culture, they're going to be compassionate to different situations. So that's what I would say. Just be honest. And a lot of times, even if there are a lot of circumstances where you are still learning important skills and life lessons, even if they're not something that ends up on a resume, still things that can make you valuable in a role somewhere. So that's what I would say. That's what I would start with.
Truthfully, if it was potentially for a negative reason and it wasn't something that you did wrong,
right.
Maybe even if you did do something wrong, you don't learn anything when you win. So spin it that way. You've learned positive things about growth and your character, and you're a better person now for those challenges. I also will tell you that, like, the biggest time that I ever worried about that, they never even asked me about it in the interview process. I'm not even sure they read it.
That's another little life lesson. Sometimes we worry about things that end up not ever coming to fruition.
Yeah, and when you worry about them so much ahead of time, you end up living them twice. Which we don't want to do that. Okay, so positive note. Okay, time for build it or break it, Callie. Here you go.
Okay.
We're talking about things that used to be that aren't anymore.
Oh boy.
So, DVDs and Blu-rays, build it or break it. Do you like having physical media?
I was going to say, Joel, why would you ask me this question when we have long established on this show that I love a physical media?
I know.
I have CDs behind me. I have records downstairs, like vinyl records. I just enjoy having physical media. Here's the thing. I did not, I regret it. I got rid of most of my DVD collection and Blu-ray collection a few years ago because I was like, I don't need any of this. It's all on the TV. It's all living in the cloud. But there have been. What happens when your internet goes down?
Yeah. What happens when the companies who own the streaming services, for whatever reason, decide to remove them?
They took away my Surge and your Soft Batch cookies. What happens when they take it away?
Yes.
We don't own it.
I want the physical media of those cookies. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. So you're saying
I'm going to build it. I get that it's clutter. I get that it's something you have to keep up with and you might not actually touch it, but it just in the long run, I think that we're going to see more of a shift towards people wanting to rebuild their collections, especially if it's a show that it's one thing you don't need to own everything that you've ever watched, but if it's a show or a movie that's important to you, that's special to you, that you're going to watch over and over again, if it's The Office or Golden Girls or Big Bang Theory that you're going to watch
all three classic shows, by the way,
then you should probably just buy the DVDs. Just do it.
Those are Weekly Yap top 3, maybe even.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to say there has been a seismic shift lately.
Yeah.
Over this. There was a time where I would have said, and I'm a big Apple. You and I both are big Apple Music lovers.
Yes.
I could not physically retain all the copies of physical media of the music that we listen to on there on a weekly basis.
Yep.
So there is merit to that. It's this who controls it and whether it stays available and things like that. So since there has been a shift, I would have said 2 years ago, I would have said, break it, give me streaming.
Yeah.
But now I'm going to say, build it, like DVDs and Blu-rays, CDs. Let's keep them. All right. Along that same line. Number 2.
Okay. All right.
Cable TV. Build it or break it.
Break it. Now that's where I want the streaming for. Because I can watch. Well, the only thing that I might need cable TV for is my favorite weatherman, James Spann, for those of you in North and Central Alabama.
Yes.
Everybody has a favorite weatherman.
Meteorology.
If you think about everybody's got their favorite meteorologist somewhere. Like you have your guy that you trust to keep you alive when the weather's coming. So I need TV for him, and I need TV for my aforementioned college football that I watch.
Yes.
Every Saturday in the fall. And now with streaming, though, there are options that I can get local stuff if I need to. I can watch all of that without having to have. Now, I understand. Look, I understand that if we pay this guy and this guy and this guy and this guy, and they put it all in a package, it's the same thing as.
No, it's not the same thing. It's more.
It is more.
Now, that's another discussion for another day about the business tactic of making something cheaper to steal all the business, and then once you've got all the business, then you raise the price up and make it more expensive than what the thing you were competing against was.
I still like the on-demand aspect of it, though. I don't want to have to. I want to choose when I want to watch what I want to watch, and
okay. So you're saying cable TV, break it. Here's the only thing that I will give you as a counterpoint. To that, I agree with everything you're saying on as a general principle. That's probably my opinion. I would probably say break it as well. However, I was watching a show last night where they were channel surfing. Mm-hmm. Okay. And it just brought that premise back to me that I honestly had kind of just forgotten about, had just disappeared into the recesses of my mind. Think about life the old way with cable TV. How many things did you watch or discover that you would not have watched or discovered had you not had to channel surf?
Well, I agree with you, but I will say that, we do something similar now on our streaming platform, like homepages where we have to scroll and they categorize like new for you or popular now. And I have to see, I'm like, I know that so-and-so's in this. I'll watch that. So, I mean, I feel like that's a similar premise.
Yeah. You're right.
So.
Okay. The last one.
I do. I have the nostalgia.
Oh, well, you're going to have nostalgia for the last one, and I'm going to go on and I'm going to go on and go off about this one because I'm salty about it.
All right.
Shopping malls. Okay. Build it or break it. Build it.
Build the malls. Build them, and Joel and I will come.
It's not even build it or break it. Just stop tearing them down. Mm-hmm. All right. Yep. I want to be able to go shop at physical stores when I want to.
Physical media,
physical stores. I understand the convenience. I understand the age that we live in, but the things I cannot get past. Shopping malls were perfect in the sense of that you could go there no matter what the weather was. You could go to all the different stores that you wanted to. You can physically try on things. They had the food court. You could eat lunch. You make an entire event out of going to the mall. And now we have the strip malls, kind of the open air shopping malls that don't really have food options. If it's raining, cold, hot, you've still got to go outside. I cannot wrap my head around why, maybe even if they're not as popular, but why do they not still exist on some level? They're going to be completely gone within 10 years. I believe. I mean, the Galleria in Birmingham, close to your house, we don't have one now in Montgomery.
Right.
The Galleria used to be kind of the safe haven.
The biggest shopping mall in our state,
it is.
Mm-hmm. It's one of those like mega malls that you see. So last Christmas, I went to visit. We did all my long distance friends converged in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where one of our friends lives. And it was at Christmas time, and we went to the mall together. We are adult friends. We met 6 or 7 years ago. We were not friends as teenagers. And we went to the mall together at Christmas time. And I was like, magical. Is this the happiest I will ever be? Not because I was spending money, but because of just the premise of I'm in the mall with my friends, and we went and got a pretzel, and somebody got a cinnamon one, and somebody got the bites. And then, we've got an orange Julius and we're walking around the mall and we're trying on clothes and like it was a montage from a movie.
Yes.
We were in the dressing room together, like,
yes.
It was
delightful.
But
Big Mall doesn't want you to have that.
It was
Callie.
bustling. There was Christmas music playing. Santa was there. It was magical. It was delightful. I love them all.
So, and here's the thing.
Candles and body wash at Bath and Body Works.
And but why?
I don't know.
Why do they not want us to have that anymore?
Sorry.
What are they gaining? There's got to be a balance.
Away from us.
That's the thing. About it. As we wrap this up, just think about this premise. Think about all the things that we had to be able to do, like available for us to do as teenagers, and that our kids will have nothing. They will have nothing to go do except go to Walmart. I mean, that's about it.
Well, yeah, there's probably some like fields that can build a bonfire in somewhere, maybe, but I don't know.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, they're always going to do that kind of stuff. But I'm just talking about like we used to be able to go to the mall. It used to be easier to go to the movies. I mean, COVID just about destroyed movie theaters. We barely saved those.
It's very expensive.
And I'm not sure that those will last forever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't think it's a guarantee that we will have movie theaters for the rest of our lives. I mean, this is such like a boomer sounding conversation to be having.
The problem is,
I know, but
back in my day, I used to be able to walk around the mall and drink a surge.
That's right.
And life was good.
It was good. It was better. And we're passionate about things here on the Weekly Yap. And ultimately, at the end of the day, if you could make me understand why we don't need those, why they shouldn't exist. But again, what's the real answer, Callie? Money. I get it. You can't keep a mall open when they're not making enough money to pay the rent or to pay the light bill. I get all that. There's just got to be a way to bridge that gap between, and what I think is going to happen, sincerely, I believe what's going to happen. It probably won't be our kids. It'll be our grandkids. But they're going to grow up in a world with none of that. And then one of them is going to have this bright idea and be like, hey, wouldn't it be cool
if we
all these websites,
all the streaming services into one thing and we sold it like on cable?
Yes. Or they'll be like, wouldn't it be cool if all these stores that I like to buy stuff from online, if there were like physical versions in one building and you could just walk from, and then they're going to rebuild them all and they're going to think it was their own idea. And it's like, it's just crazy. Maybe this show will bring about the change we're hoping for.
Be the change you wish to see in the world, Joel.
That's right. We're being it. We're being it, Callie. All right. Well, thank you, everybody, for joining
today.
Huh?
It's a passionate yap today.
It is very passionate. I love the passionate yaps. I like being fired up. So, I mean, I have been saving the cookie tirade for 4 days.
For this moment.
I didn't even say anything to you about it when we talked before we got on here.
I had no idea.
All right. Well, it's been fun. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us for another episode of the Weekly Yap. Make sure that you like and subscribe, and so that you can get the latest episodes. Follow us on social media where the clips are. If you're seeing us there, make sure that you put in your comments. Tell us the things you love that don't exist anymore. You can gripe about those with us. We will commiserate with you.
Be passionate about the mall with us.
And if you have a question for Ask Concrete Careers, something you want advice about, we're here for you too. So until next time, we'll see you next week.
Bye.
I'm Joel.
I'm Callie.
See you later.